Viewers, today we are going to discuss about the topic Gita's view of Karmayoga. This whole presentation will be divided into two parts and we'll here present the first part. In this presentation, you'll know about the karma, what is the concept of karma in Gita. Then you'll know what is the meaning and significance of Nishkama karma, and you'll again know the epistemological and metaphysical concept of Nishkama karma. Let's introduce this topic. See, so far as we'll say about Gita and Karma Yoga, you'll find that Karma Yoga is something which represents the ethics of Gita. Gita is a philosophical book, though it is a religious book, and its ethics is very important. And Karma Yoga is one of the most important thing among all Indian philosophy. The concept of Karma Yoga is made of two concepts. That is, it is divided into two concepts. One is karma and other is yoga. It is the combination of karma and yoga. Now, what is the meaning of yoga? Yoga, the term yoga is actually a Sanskrit term and it is derived from the root yuj. And the meaning of yuj is union or identity or to connect. Now, so far as we see, we find the concept of karma or Gita, we'll find that so far as Gita is concerned, it has two important entities. One is the individual consciousness and other is the universal supreme consciousness. Okay. Now, Gita, it has some important concepts. They are knowledge or jnana, action or karma, and devotion or bhakti. So far as Gita is concerned or yoga is concerned, we'll find that it is the synthesis of all these three. That means yoga is the synthesis of action, devotion and knowledge. Okay. So action, devotion and knowledge, jnana, karma and bhakti. Gita is the synthesis of these three. Now, so far as Gita is concerned, it has given emphasis on individual self and absolute self. Individual self, which is regarded as Atman, and absolute self, which can be regarded as Brahman. Now, you know the difference. I think you know the difference between self, Atman, and Brahman. Atman, which is we, individual, and absolute self, which is Brahman, or in Gita or in some philosophy, it can be said to be the ultimate reality. Now, so far as karma is concerned, you will find that it is an ambiguous concept, and in accordance with its own philosophy, every school of thought derives different meanings of the concept of karma. So far as the different schools of Indian philosophy is concerned, the concept of karma is present in almost all the schools, and they have different interpretation of the karma. In Vedas, karma means agya karma. In Upanishad, it means search for truth. In theistic philosophy, it means worship of Lord. But so far as Gita is concerned, in Gita, karma is used in the sense of action. Karma, according to Gita, is a marga or the path to moksha or liberation or union with the supreme consciousness, that is the Lord. See, so far as Gita is concerned, here supreme consciousness or supreme reality or absolute self, that is Brahman, it is compared with Lord, or that is why it is said that action is something which is with the help of which, or karma is something which the help of which, or which is the path or marga of attaining to that Lord. Now, so far as Gita is concerned, Gita says different philosophies or different schools have explained about karma in their respective ways, but so far as Gita is concerned, Gita has given emphasis on karma, and that karma is what? Nishkama karma. Because it is said by Gita that with the help of Nishkama karma, we can link ourselves with Supreme or the Absolute. Now, let's discuss about the Gita, or let us know what Gita is. So far as Gita is concerned, all of us know that it is a Hindu religious scripture. Now, in Gita, there are 18 chapters and 700 verses, and Gita, by having these 18 chapters and 700 verses, Gita occupies the Vishwa Parvan of the Mahabharata. Now, so far as Gita is concerned, you will find that in the Bhagavad Gita, it literally means songs of the Absolute, and it is mainly a conversation between Arjuna and Lord Krishna, which took place in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is also regarded as Dharmakshetra. Here, two forces, that is the dharma and adharma. There was a fight between these two forces. One is the dharma and other is the adharma. And actually dharma is fighting against adharma to establish dharma in the society. And it is also found in the Gita that Krishna is considered to be the supreme being, okay, and Arjuna is considered to be an ordinary human being like us. Now here supreme being or absolute being or Brahman, in Gita all the three terms are used in the same meaning. So Krishna is regarded to be Lord Krishna. That is why Krishna is regarded here to be the Lord Krishna, and he is the supreme being. Krishna begins with the thought that Arjuna was worried to fight against his own relatives and friends. So from this point, the conversation between Arjuna and Krishna has started, and within this talk, within their conversation, various different points has been found out. But here we are giving emphasis on only Karma Yoga of Gita. In the Gita, the important point, the ethical point is Karma Yoga, and here we'll discuss about it. Now, what is the Gita's view of Karma Yoga, or what Gita has says about Karma Yoga? Actually, whatever we'll find in Gita, all the philosophies or all the knowledge has been given to Arjuna by Lord Krishna. So I have already said that it is the conversation between them and almost everything is said by Lord Krishna to Arjuna, or he has advised or he has taught the way of life to Arjuna. Now the concept of karma in the Gita is used in a very wide way. Its meaning is used in a very wide way. Now it means both divine service and swadharma. Okay. According to the Gita, so long we embodied lives, we cannot escape from action, and without work, life cannot be sustained. Now, the Karma Yoga of Gita is based upon the doctrine of Karmavada of Sankhya system. I think you know about Sankhya system. It is one of the most important school of Indian system, or it is a Astika system. Gita is totally based on the doctrine of Karmavada of Sankhya system. Now, what is the Karmavada of Sankhya system? It is found that in so far as Sankhya is concerned, Sankhya Darshana is concerned, it states that Prakriti, which is the fundamental stuff out of which the world evolves. Okay, Prakriti is the fundamental stuff, and from Prakriti only this world evolves. And Prakriti is the unity of three gunas, and those are the Swatta, Rajas, and Tamash. Okay. So far as Prakriti is concerned, you remember that Prakriti consists of three gunas. They are Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, which are held in equilibrium. Okay, as Prakriti and its gunas are present in human beings, we cannot live a single moment without action. Why? Because Prakriti is active. Okay, and because human beings consist all the three gunas are present in human beings, so all the human beings must have to do their actions respectively. It is said that Prakriti is ever active, so we are bound to be active. Okay, we are bound to be active. We cannot be passive. Okay, now so far as Gita is concerned, Gita recognizes that it is through action we are brought into relation with the rest of the world. Otherwise, we'll not having any relation with the other world. If we have to connect ourselves. Okay, we have to connect ourselves with another person or different aspects of the world. Then for that we must have to do our action. Okay, if we'll talk, it is also an action. Okay, now there is a well-known view that karma binds human beings and they are saved by knowledge, and very action produces the natural effects, either good or bad. It is say our karmas are both either good or bad. Okay, it's not necessary that our karmas will also always be good. Our karmas can be either good or bad, but whenever we'll do action, one effect will always arise, either it will be good or bad. but it involves embodiment in the world which is regarded as obstacles in the path of liberation. Okay. Now it is said that if our why it is said that it is an obstacle in the path of liberation, because whenever we walk or whenever we do some action, it has both positive and negative aspect. Okay, positivity brings positive result and negative action will bring negative result. So out of negative result, it is difficult for us to gain or attain liberation. Every action confines a sense of egoism and separateness of the doer and sets a new series of effects. Okay, whenever we'll do some work out of ego, okay, out of ego, then what happens? It's a separateness of the doer from the new series of effects. And it is always said that whenever we have to attain liberation, for that we need to control ourselves. How? It will be discussed later on. See, it is argued that one must renounce all actions and become a sannyasi. It is believed that Gita believed the renunciation from the action. Okay. Now Gita does not accept the ascetic tradition and states that through karma or action we can attain liberation. Okay. Like Buddhism, it has some similarities with Buddhism also here, but we'll not discuss it here. But Gita also given emphasis on the fact that with the help of our action only we'll get liberation. Okay, because our action produce either a good effect or bad effect, but with the help of action only we'll be able to attain liberation. Gita also declares that karma is a mark or way to liberation, and that is why there arises a question, by what type of action we can attain liberation. Okay, I have already told you that karma can be either positive or negative. Okay, karma is karma, but karma or action is the only way or only marga or marga on with the help of which we can attain liberation. And that is why the important question is found to be arise here is that by what type of action we can attain liberation. Okay, now the answer is nothing but nishkama karma. Okay, the action which will do, the karma which will do, it will be nishkama. Now what is nishkama karma? Nishkama karma is basic ideal of Gita's ethical teaching, which believes that by doing work in the spirit of detachment without fear of consequences is the best form of action, as it has more sattva guna in it. It is all in Gita. It is said that karmanya eva dhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal heturvur ma to sangatsva akarmani. That means we can only do the action, but that action should be not result oriented. Okay, whatever what is our duty, we'll have to do that action. Okay, we have to perform our duty, but we have no right over the result. Okay, that is why it is says that our actions should be the work which we do, that work should be in the spirit of detachment. Okay, we shouldn't do anything out of attachment, and it should be totally a spirit of detachment. Now karma, which is dominated by sattva guna or inspired by sattva guna as the best karma, and karma is alternative method of approaching the life according to the Gita. I have already told you that because Gita accepts the Sankhya's concept, and it's always it says that because Prakriti is of the because of which it evolves, world evolves, so and we are possessed by Prakriti, we are having that quality in us, so we are also having three gunas, that is sattva, rajas and gunas, and the human being which will be occupied by whatever guna, he will do according to that guna. And it is said that if we are to attain moksha, if we are to attain liberation, for that whatever work we'll do, that work will have to be dominated by sattva guna or inspired by sattva guna. Okay, because out of sattva guna only best karma can be, or best karma or alternative method can be find out, and by using this type of karma only we will be able to approach a good of life, and it is said by Gita. Now let's interpret the concept of Nishkama Karma. Gita's concept of Nishkama Karma is not a simple concept, okay? It is in fact the peculiar concept which is found in Gita only. Now, it is compound concept which is made of two different concepts, okay? That means the word Nishkama Karma, it is the combination of two words. They are Nishkama and Karma, and Nishkama term is also combination of two words. What are they? The word Nishkama is made up of two words, namely Ni and Kama. Okay, Kama means sensual desire, and the prefix Ni is used in the sense of negation, and therefore Nishkama Karma means desireless action, or more precisely an action done by an agent in a desireless manner. Okay, so those action where person is doing those action without having any desire in his mind or in his intention, that action will be regarded to be Nishkama, okay, or that Nishkama Karma. Okay, now Nishkama Karma is opposite to Sakama Karma, or desireful action. Okay, Nishkama Karma does not mean renunciation of action. Rather, it means renunciation in action. It is the renunciation of fruit of action. That means in Nishkama Karma is an active stage. It is not a passive stage or inactive stage. In Nishkama Karma, one individual will have to do their karma. It is not renunciation of action. Okay, it is what? It is renunciation of fruits of that action. That means action will be there, but that action will be totally desireless action. Now, so far as Nishkama Karma is concerned, both metaphysical and epistemological concept regarding it is found. Let's see what metaphysics and epistemology has says about Nishkama Karma. Some metaphysical and epistemological concepts are prerequisite of the concept of Nishkama Karma of the Gita. The metaphysical notion is based on the Karmavada of Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya makes an ontological dualism between Purusha, self, and Prakriti, matter, but the Gita make them, Purusha and Prakriti, subordinate to God. Okay, in Sankhya philosophy, I have already told you that so far as Gita is concerned, the Karmayoga of Gita is taken from, or it is based on the Karmavada of Sankhya philosophy. But in Sankhya philosophy, the concept of God is not there. They have only given emphasis on the philosophical aspect, that is metaphysical and epistemological aspects, and they have given importance to two entities. They are Purusha and Prakriti, and it is already Purusha which is self and Prakriti which is the matter. Okay, and they have said that by combination of eight, evolution has taken place. Okay, and it is totally in a ontological, they have said it in a ontological way, totally in a metaphysical way, ontological way, they have given emphasis on it. But the concept of God is totally absent in the so far as Sankhya system is concerned. But Gita, it is based on the Karmavada of Karmayoga of Gita is based on the Karmavada of Sankhya philosophy. But Gita has also taken the one important point. They have taken one important entity, and that is the importance of God. In fact, Lord Krishna has been considered to be Lord, that is, he is considered to be God. Okay, and so far as these two entities, Purusha and Prakriti, self and matter, are concerned, Gita has made them subordinate to God. Okay, they are not the original thing, but they are not the ontological entity in Gita. Okay, now epistemological notion is the possibilities of Viveka Jnana, which can make an individual realize the distinction between Prakriti and Purusha. Okay, you know what is epistemology? Epistemology is the way of knowledge. So what happened? Epistemological notion is by way of knowledge we will gain Viveka Jnana. Viveka Jnana, this is the Viveka Jnana is the main important epistemological notion which is found in Gita, and with the help of Viveka Jnana, an individual will be able to realize the distinction between Prakriti and Purusha, self and matter. Now we'll come to the summary of the presentation. So what we have seen in this presentation, we have found that so far as Bhagavad Gita is concerned, it literally means songs of the Absolute. What is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is nothing but the songs of the Absolute. That means whatever we find in the Gita, it is all the sayings of Absolute. Okay, Absolute means God. It is found that it is a conversation between Arjuna and Lord Krishna, and because Arjuna is considered to be an ordinary human being like us, and Lord Krishna is considered to be the absolute reality or absolute one or God, so whatever and Gita is something where the sayings of Lord Krishna are there, so it is something which is the songs of ultimate reality. Okay, it can be considered to be the songs of ultimate reality, or something or you can say it is something with the where all the sayings are taken from the Absolute. Okay, now Gita brings about a synthesis of knowledge, action and devotion. Okay, now knowledge is jnana, action is karma and devotion is bhakti, and combination of all three are the yoga. Okay, we are saying about karma yoga. Okay, karma, the karma vada, we are not using the term karma vada in Gita. In Gita we are using karma yoga. Okay, now it is the synthesis of knowledge, action and devotion, jnana, karma and bhakti. And it is what? It is the yoga. Okay, this is the yoga. Yoga is the combination of knowledge, karma, knowledge or jnana, action or karma and devotion or bhakti. Now, according to Gita, we cannot live a single moment without action. Why? Because we are dominated by Prakriti. Okay, it is already I have told you that according to Gita, we cannot live a single moment without action. Without work, life cannot be sustained. For own sustainability also, you will have to work. Okay, and as the gunas of ever active Prakriti is present in human being, therefore human beings are bound to be active. Okay, we are all the gunas, all the three gunas are present in almost every human being, and some human beings are dominated by Sattva guna, some human beings are dominated by Rajas guna, and some human beings are dominated by Tamas guna. And if I am dominated by Sattva, my actions will be like that. If I am dominated by Rajas, my actions will be like that. And if I am dominated by Tamas, my actions will be like that. So, whatever guna is predominant in me, the person's actions will be like that only. Okay, gunas are the important part of Prakriti, so we are active and we have to be active. There are not any other ways to get rid of this active. Okay, to remain active. Now Prakriti is the unity of three gunas, that is I have already told you, that has Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And in the Gita, the concept of karma is used in the sense of action. Okay, karma according to Gita is the way of attaining moksha or liberation or union with the Absolute, that is the Lord. Okay, so if we'll have to attain moksha, or if we'll have to attain liberation, or if we try to, or we want to unite ourselves with the Absolute, then only karma is the way to do that. Nishkama karma means a desireless action, and we have said that Gita has given emphasis on Nishkama karma, and only with the help of Nishkama karma will be able to attain moksha. Okay, and what is Nishkama karma? A karma where a doer is doing that action without having any desire. That means in desireless manner, if we'll do some action, that is called Nishkama karma. And it is also said that action without attachment to the fruit do not bind. One has to free his mind of egoistic passions. Okay, in Nishkama karma, fruits of the action or the result of the action is not present. The word Nishkama is made up of two words, that is ni and kama. Kama means sensual desires, and prefix ni is used in the sense of negation or denial. So this is in brief about the basic concepts of Gita. In the second part, we'll deal with some other concepts related to the Karma Yoga of Gita. Thank you.